Duryodhana went to heaven. He is the villain of Mahabharata. If you look at Sri Krishna as an avatar of Mahavishnu, he was the villain, but he still got moksha. How did he get that? It is because he was true to what he was. As a human being, he never pretended. Even Duryodhana got moksha. So, in the righteous path to Devi, reject all paths of spirituality which will reject you as a human being. Otherwise, you'll have to come back again. Fir se aana hoga. Because there are certain aspects that you're pretending to yourself and telling you that I don't have these thoughts, I don't have this. This path says that I should not think of these things. Because of that, I will not think of those things. But the state of shunyata is not achieved. Ma Kali, again, at the risk of going to her, Shunya Nivasini. What is Shunya? State of zero. She's also Smashana Vasini. What happens to you in the Smashan? You're zero, right? Do you get up and suddenly start running? You don't have time anymore, you're done. So Shunya Nivasini, she who lives at the state or presents herself at the state of Shunya only. So when you pretend that you have 10 different desires and you pretend that you have done with that because the path you decided to align yourself to says that you cannot have those feelings, what happens? For her, she has a lot of time. Every breath she takes, she is destroying galaxies, and every exhale, she is creating galaxies. For her, she has a lot of time. But you want to come back after 100 years and be in Bangalore? Imagine Bangalore after 100 years. It took me 2 hours to reach the hotel from the airport. Right? After 100 years, things will be very difficult. There will be no jobs. Right now in banking, we talk to each other and we don't get people because nobody wants to work in a bank. Right? Everything has become systemized. There is no interaction. We have everything, but we're not happy. So the faster you realize that you have a path and you are the path, and every one of you will have a different path, the faster you will progress. This is the path of Bhamakhepa. And this is why it becomes more relevant now. It is time for you to understand that you don't try to fit yourself into a grid in order to be accepted. She has given you the body and placed the Atma in that body, and the body has a specific set of desires, specific set of ambitions. Why? Why does it have that? Because the body is rented. There was an ancestor somewhere a few generations back who looked at a Britisher walking around. I wish I could wear a pant. I wish I could walk like him. I wish I could talk in English. I wish I could work in a government office. I wish I could have my third car. These desires are within you even now. And you must absolutely attain the state of shunyata with these desires. Until then, you're bound to repeat in the same bloodline. How many of you would like to be born as your own grandkids in the same bloodline? No. She's very clear. Anybody who says that I want to be born as my own grandson in the same bloodline, so you have cleaned your bloodline. Only 5 or 10 people. Everybody should reach a state where you say that I am absolutely fine if I am born as my own grandson, because I will be cleaning and the blood is pretty awesome now. This blood is so good now that I want to be born here. This is your job over here. You need to clean your bloodline to such an extent and give moksha to your pitrus to such an extent that you should be happy if you are given the opportunity to be born here again. I asked my own mother. She's very happy with her grandson. I told her, what if you're born as his son? Oh no. She said that. So that means she's rejecting her own bloodline. So till you reject your own bloodline, you are bound to serve it. This is a simple niyama. Your body is rented. You don't own it. The Atma is placed into that body and you're meant to give moksha to that bloodline, and then you get the higher states of realization, higher bloodlines, and then finally higher realms. So will this happen if you continuously place yourself into a grid which is rejecting you as a person? How likely is it that you'll go higher? How likely? I can't hear you actually. Less likely, because she will continuously place you into because for it is nothing. 125 years is like probably not even, how do I even describe? I don't have wordings to take it that low. For her, 125 years is nothing. She's expanding the universe at 74 kilometers per second. So what is 125 years? Nothing, right? So the faster you realize that it is your job here in this rented body to give it moksha and then rise higher, which means now you have a very clean path in front of you. You just look at these 10 things These are my desires, and this are my ambitions. This is my ultimate path that I want to go to higher states of realization. There is no magic mantra or ritual that is going to get this done for you. That is why there was something called a Kurukshetra war. You get down and clean the bloodline. Every bit of desire is a clue about your next birth. You will be birthed into, it will not be the exact bloodline, but a perfect bloodline which will help you to progress in that desire.